Man, I'll get his damn Instagram working, I swear.
Here I go.
Here I go
Go.
again. What's the...
Man, I'm telling you. What's up, everybody? It's me. It's Trey. It's your boy, AlexisMaurice. And welcome to an all-new episode of...
The Weekly.
Why Not? I am your host, AlexisMaurice, and this is my co-host, Tavoris. Also, Trey Hammy. Or whatever.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you drunk or are you high? Which one is it?
No, I'm not drunk. I'm neither high. I'm just present. I'm here. That's all that matters. Go ahead and pour yourself a glass of wine. Oh, Trey, you are drinking what tonight?
Well, I'm going to drink what you're drinking. I am drinking, first of all, let's say courtesy of Glad. She's a very big supporter of the show. Great friend of mine. She put me on this Pinot.
Okay.
Is it Josh? Yeah, Josh. Y'all remember anybody named Josh? I used to date a guy named Josh.
What happened with Josh?
He's a Sagittarius.
Yes. I agree with you 100%. Well, one of our viewers said that there's a lot of lives going on right now. You're absolutely right. A lot of good lives going on right now. So, Trey, we're drinking some Josh Pinot Grigio. Go ahead and pour yourself a glass of wine, pull up a chair, because we are about to discuss the latest hot topics and entertainment news, pop culture, all of that good stuff. All
good stuff.
All right, so first story tonight, MJ Rodriguez. MJ Rodriguez, of course, is known as Mother Blanca on Pose, made history this week by becoming the first trans person to win a Golden Globe Award. Now, the Golden Globes, of course, didn't come on TV this year because of COVID reasons, but she, of course, made history by becoming the first trans woman for Best Actress in the TV drama Pose. Trey, you are an actor. What did you think about this win for her?
I think that's monumental. That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge. I love the show, and I think for her to be able to not only win the award for that platform, but just for being able to set a standard. Not really necessarily a standard, but just for people to see it, because some people may not watch Pose. There's certain individuals who don't watch those type of shows,
right.
But to see someone of her caliber and someone of who she is win this award, I love it. I'm glad she wasn't just nominated. I'm glad she won.
Yeah, she nominated and she won, of course. And I felt this. I felt the love. I felt the accomplishment through all of social media, all on the news outlets, things of that particular nature. This was a big win for the trans community. So I am so happy for them. Now, I did see a lot of criticism, of course, when it comes to this particular case of a trans woman winning the Best Actress category. There are a lot of people who feel that trans women are not real women. Of course, because of the fact that they were assigned a different gender at birth. I'm learning all of this terminology. I'm learning to be politically correct and all of that good stuff like that. But when you think about sports, when you're thinking about entertainment and those individuals who are assigned a gender at birth and then they transition to become another gender in life, how do you think, that really impacts when you're talking about awards, the Olympics and things of that nature? How do you think that impacts those individuals who are the same gender that they were at birth, and of course, and then having someone like a trans woman or man come into the category and win that award and take it away from someone who really is a woman or a man? And not saying that trans women aren't, help me. I'm trying to be correct, guys. So I'm trying to.
Yeah, we know.
But what do you think about people who criticize and say that? Who have that particular criticism?
You have a lot of people when you mention sports. You have men who may be offended because they lost a award to a female. There are many men in the industry who may, say for example, if you have sports person of the year, whatever the case may be, and it may be a guy who didn't win this award, but let's just say Venus or Serena or a female won that award over him. People are already up in arms about that and feel like, what, men tend to play this sport better. I think for me, when people get that criticism and they feel like, okay, well, I was beat by someone who is of a different gender or identifies himself as so, people need to reflect. You have to reflect back on what this person has done in this character, in this role, or in this sport, and what they've done. Because for me, I think awards nowadays are not necessarily, oh, okay, this is the best actor in this, but what this person also is doing for their community, what this person's also doing for the things that they're around. So for me, I just feel like, of course, there's always going to be criticism, no hands doubt, for every situation. I mean, let's see, Angela Bassett could have won that award, and somebody
But
else may think that somebody else before think
I
she
guess
get it.
what I'm saying though, Trey, is, for example, you are a man. You are a man. You were born a man. You identify as a man. You're an actor. So let's say you have your breakout role, and you are now, it's award season. You've been nominated for Best Actor, Golden Globe, the Emmy Awards, the Oscar Award. You've been nominated for all of these things. And then there's a trans man who is in the same category as you, and they are, up for the award, and they win. Would you be offended, or would you feel some type of way about that, because this is a person who identifies as a man and they're in this male category, but they won the award? Would you feel some type of way about that?
I wouldn't feel any type of way, because I feel like people who identify, I can be born a man and identify myself as a man, but I'm going to be respectful of what a person identifies as. For example, I was talking to this guy, and I told him, I'm gonna get back to your question, but I just want to give an example. I was talking to this guy, and I called him handsome, and he told me I don't identify as a gender compliment. He knows he's a man, but he would rather me say good morning, good looking, rather than good morning, handsome, or good morning, beautiful. Because beautiful you put for a female, handsome you put for a man. I'd rather you say good looking, or identify as, good morning by the name. So for me, I would not be offended if someone who was born of one thing but identifies or live their life as another, because obviously they got this award for a reason, for what they did. And I feel like if I congratulate this person, if I bless them and show them my love, then mine will come.
Right. Do you think,
Mine will come.
let's take it a step further, because you're into sports. So what about sports? So you have people who identify as a man, or they identify as a woman, and they are competing. Like, let's say a trans man decides that he wants to play basketball in college or high school. Like, do you think that's okay, or should there be like a separate category for trans men and trans women, or trans sports? Because ultimately, yes, they identify as a man, but they don't always have the strength, like another man, or vice versa, or whatever the case may be. A trans man competing in the Olympics or whatever. Like, do you think that's fair? Trans man or trans woman? I'm not just sticking it to a man, but from a woman's perspective too.
No, I don't think there should be a different category, because if a trans man or a trans woman feel like they have the ability to participate in a sport or something that is of that gender, then no, respect them enough to say, you know what, he feels like he can participate with the men that were born as men. Respect that. Because at the end of the day, that's just, for example, I saw a post early on Twitter where there was saying, well, who should be the next James Bond? And then the options that they had, all the black actors was at the top, all the white actors at the bottom. I was like, why are we segregated? Why isn't it a mixture? Why isn't it a black man here, white man here, Spanish man here? It's like a segregated. So no, I don't feel like it should be its own category, or we should have its own sport for only trans men and only trans women. Let them, if they feel like they can participate in whatever they can, participate. Who am I to sit here and dictate or determine what they want? Because at the end of the day, when we were growing up as gay men, straights was like, oh, they gay, they can't do this. Oh, he's softer than us. He can't play basketball. He's soft. He can't play football. Nigga, I get out there on the field and play football with you all day. I mean, I might look at your ass and everything, but still, the point is, I still can play some football. So, no.
Well, I think this is a very interesting conversation, and I would love for us to invite one day. We have one of these special episodes where we invite a trans man and a trans woman on to share their experiences.
I know of a trans woman, and if they want to join,
right,
please say you want to join. And
not tonight, but I want to structure the episode correctly because I want it to be a learning opportunity for our viewers as well as for myself too, because I'm still struggling with some of these things, and I would love the opportunity to speak with someone and, you know, we can talk about it. I want to make sure that we're being respectful or whatever, that we're having a good time and we laugh and joke too, but I can also, there's a place, a safe space where I can be vulnerable and share with them how I'm feeling about things and stuff like that. So,
so I'm gonna read some of the comments. I'm gonna read some of the comments here. We have sports is still an invalid form of singling out trans people. Physically varies between all of genders, cis or trans. We have another one that says it should be a different category. Trans people are less than 4% of the population, even less than 1% of sports. They couldn't be a category. But it's not the case of trans women. They still have the strength and ability of the man. Now the women's sports and disadvantage, how that is fair. Also trans women, we have physical advantage, and cis women, trans women who compete have had a certain level of testosterone. Estrogen. No, I'm reading the wrong. I'm reading the word estrogen, and even be able to compete. Whew, get it together, Trey. There's a cis woman right now fighting against the courts because she's naturally products of testosterone is higher levels, and they're making her take estrogen to make it fair.
Physicality varies in all genders. So thank you guys for sharing this and participating in this conversation. And I think I want to talk about this a little bit more at a future time, because I know there are a lot of people who struggle with this whole, what is a cisgender male and what's a cisgender female and non-cis and them and they and her and him. Like that part, my mind just gets completely
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, and the beginning of the morning, we are all children of God. The middle of the afternoon, we are all children of God. So it doesn't matter who we sleep with, who we fuck, who we bend over for, who we bend over, and who we do cook dinner with. We are all children of God.
Now, there is one person who I don't know if he's a child of God, and that's Tucker Carlson, okay? So there is a video clip that is circulating right now from a recent episode of the Tucker Carlson show on Fox News. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, go over to the Wineups page because the video has been posted. Now, Trey sent me this video. Now, when I saw the video, you know, he was like, oh my God, there's been a sighting or somewhat of a resurrection of Michael Jackson. And he was recently spotted on television. And, you know, he was talking this. And so it immediately caught my attention because the way he set that thing up, I was like, wow, is Michael Jackson alive? Oh, what? I was like, is he back from the dead, girl? You know, is he a thriller? Is it now the time when the coronavirus is resurrecting people from the ground? Like, what the hell is going on? So he set it up real good. And so when he cut that thing over to the person who he was talking about, that was Michael Jackson, do you know who it was? It was Nancy Pelosi. His ass done took a clip of Nancy Pelosi talking recently during an interview and said that it was Michael Jackson. When I saw this clip, now I ain't gonna tell you no lie, I immediately giggled when I saw it. I was like, Lord have mercy, he done called Nancy Pelosi, say looking like Michael Jackson. I laughed. But in the larger scheme of things, I will admit that was very disrespectful. It was disrespectful from for him personally. It was disrespectful to the Jackson family because Michael Jackson is dead and he's an icon or whatever. He's an icon. He is the moment. He is legendary. He's all of that stuff. But it was also disrespectful, I think, of Fox News as a news organization to
this is why
that.
This is why I don't fuck with Fox. Let me see. Do I watch anything on Fox? I don't think so. I think I watch everything on ABC now, Netflix, HGTV, Bravo.
We talk about news, Trey. We talk about
but I don't really care for the news. It's always something depressing. You know, all they talk about is COVID now and somebody being shot or a car on fire.
Because
But
COVID is real. That's why we're talking about it.
I understand that COVID is definitely real. However, my point is, I feel like his statement, because I really thought they was about to say, okay, what are we about to see? It's Michael Jackson. We're about to see Michael. Michael about to start singing, remember the time, it don't matter if you're black or white, the Thriller and the Vanilla, like Michael was about to give it.
Right.
And then they cut to a video of Nancy. I said, and then y'all go to the Wind Up Instagram page and please look at this video. Please go to the Wind Up page and look at this video. I was so heated because, like you said, Michael Jackson is a legend. A fucking legend. He's an icon. Mm-hmm. And I felt like you disrespected somebody who's dead, deceased.
His family, his children.
To sit here and say that. And how did Fox even approve for that to be even aired? Because they're racist.
Listen,
that's how.
Fox News is full of fake news. It's full of a bunch of treacherous people who spread fake news and lies and all of that stuff like that.
They ignorant, just like Donald Trump. That's some shit that Donald Trump would have did.
Speaking of Donald Trump, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention in the news. Obviously, Trey isn't because he doesn't like to watch the news. But
now, wait a minute now.
Donald Trump has been changing his tune lately when it comes to talking about when he's talking about the coronavirus and getting vaccinated.
That's because he done had it 15 times.
Huh?
That's because he done had it 15 times.
Whatever the reason is, he's now talking about encouraging people to get boosted, about how the shots and the vaccinations actually have been helping people. Yes, there's natural immunity as well too, but his tone and his messaging is shifting slightly.
I like this comment.
Very interesting. Huh?
I like this comment. Is it down for ratings, maybe? Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's necessarily ratings because, he just gives interviews here and there. But I think, and he's now starting to call out people like, what's the governor of Florida? Don Santos, I think what's his name? I think that's his name.
So you don't do Florida. I left,
Florida.
Florida. I left Florida in the past.
Florida. He was calling out the little fool out there in Texas as well too. I forgot his name, but he's starting to call out these individuals who've been encouraging people to not get vaccinated, but they are kind of not disclosing the fact that they have been vaccinated, and not only vaccinated, but they've received the booster shot as well. So I thought it was a little. It's quite interesting to see his shift in his messaging. He is a businessman, and I'm quite sure there is some type of method to his madness or whatever the case may be. So we'll see about that. But more of the story, Fox News, you are absolutely wrong. That was very, very disrespectful. Although I chuckled, at the end of the day, the beginning of the morning, and the middle of the afternoon.
That's because you're a heathen, Maurice. You are a heathen.
For a news organization, that was totally disrespectful. And whoever allowed that, well, hell, everybody allows anything over at Fox News. It is what it is. Now, let me ask you another question. Another interesting story that I saw in the news this week. There's a clip that's circulating on social media where a young lady is being made fun of. Ted Cruz, that's who it was. That's the other guys. But he's being made fun of. She's being made fun of because she allegedly found a bag with $300,000 in it, and it was allegedly belonged to Nelly. And so her friends are making fun of her because she returned the bag to Nelly people, to his people, and they gave her $100.
Well, I heard that Nelly actually denied that he didn't get it.
Correct. He did deny that. I was getting to that. He did deny and say it was all capped. I don't know who bag it was. It wasn't my bag or whatever, but,
my thing is, how did he even get to the point of saying it's Nelly's bag?
Who knows? I think the place where there was a bag, allegedly, he was in the vicinity as well. I guess he was probably the only qualified person. But my question to you is, Trey, if this story was true, if he did just give her $100, is that wrong? Like, do you think that was wrong for him just to give her $100? Or do you think that he should have given her more than $100?
Let me tell you something. First of all, Maurice, if I find $300,000, I'm not gonna take it and give it to no fucking body. But a piece here in a bank account, a piece here in a bank account. What the fuck?
So what you're saying, pause.
Okay.
So what you're saying is if you find a bag of $300,000, you keeping that $300,000.
I'm gonna say, yeah, God does everything in mysterious ways, and He says, "Son, this is your time. This is your time.
This is your
season. Reclaim it. Reclaim it. I am gonna keep that $300,000, and I'm gonna bless myself, my family. I'm gonna put it towards." What? Why would you give this money back?
Let me ask you a question. If you and I are somewhere and you find my bag with $20,000 in it, you mean to tell me you're gonna take my $20,000 and you're not gonna give it back to me?
You ever heard that song between Brandy and Monica? It all belongs to me. To me. To me.
He's the type of unloyal, untrustworthy.
You should be more responsible when it comes to your money, Maurice.
That you got to worry about, because he will still kill and destroy. Demon, you are a demon. And I curse you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Oh. So you would keep the $300,000.
Maurice, if you did lose $20,000 and it said your name on it, I mean, of course, I'm like, that's my boy.
No, you're a damn lie. You ain't gonna give me nothing back.
I'm gonna take your money.
Listen, Trey, you will never come in my house ever again. Ever again.
Whatever. Maurice, if I lost a bag of $20,000, you gonna get me back my $20,000?
You know what, Trey? I think I would. I would give you your money back because it's not mine. Now, if you hand me $100 bill and you got a bag full of $20,000, bitch, me and you gonna fight. Like, we gonna fight down because no, you need to give me a little bit more than that.
I think the circumstances in the situation is different. If you, my friend, was to lose a bag of $20,000, of course, I'm gonna be like, friend, you lost your money. But if somebody lose a bag, because I'm one of the type of persons, and I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, I'm the type of individual that hopes one day I'm riding down 69, which is a highway here in Houston. I'm riding down 69, and the bank truck flip over, and the money fly out because I'm grabbing all the money I can. I'm that individual.
Is going to jail. You are going to jail. And don't call me because I'm not bailing you out, bitch.
Money bag. What's that record label used to be? Money. What's that record label?
Cash Money.
I'm about to be Cash Money millionaire for this motherfucker. Give me the money. I'm not returning no $300,000 if it ain't got no name on it. No.
I don't know. I see me. No. I'm a little too scared for that. Now, mind you, if
God bless you. If God gonna bless you, He gonna send you a blessing in any type of way, and that's your blessing, my brother. You better claim it. Take that $300,000.
Let me ask you a question. So you see that the $300,000, it's a news story comes up, and it's been said that this bag of $300,000 was a donation that they received on the spot.
Okay.
For a group of children who just, whatever, like New York City, the fire in the Bronx. Right. It was a donation for them. Wouldn't you give that money back?
So what happened is I'm just going hell no, we won't go. Baby, let me tell you, they could be lying to me. The devil is a liar, and they could be lying to me, and I'm not going to sit here and believe. They better open up another offering, another GoFundMe, and get that money back because that money is lost and not found.
And them kids, their whole future just up in flames because your greedy ass done took all their money.
I'll make a new donation towards the new GoFundMe that they opened up.
Sorry to them damn kids. Their life is ruined because of you.
Maybe. No, it's ruined because they lost the money. They ain't ruined because of me. Whoever lost the money is ruined because of them, not me.
And for the record, Nelly has come out and said that this was all cap. This is not him. That wasn't his money or whatever the case may be. But I would expect a larger fine. If I give somebody back $300.
Right, what's sign? The fire happened because of them kids. Hell no, I ain't giving the kids the one who set the damn fire.
And my finder's fee better be more than $100. I will say that. I gave you $300,000 back. And granted, they ain't obligated to give me anything. But
no, they better give me more than $100. They better give me more than $100.
Well, so what do you think is an acceptable finder's fee or give back?
So if I bring back 100,000, let's see. Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna do some math here real quick.
Bitch, count with your hands. Count with your hands. Carry the 10.
Now let me think. All right, I'm gonna need. Okay, if I bring back 30,000, give me at least 300,000. I need 30,000. Give me 10%. Give me 30,000 at least. The 300,000, I'll bring it back. Please give me 10%. Come on.
I'm seeing 20%. I'm seeing 10%. At least 10%. I'm seeing the numbers. Run me some money, child. Run me some goddamn money.
$100. You know what $100? Oh my God! I spend more than $100 at the grocery store, Maurice. Yeah. And I'm a single man with $2, and I spend more than $100 at the damn fucking grocery store. My gas. It takes me $60 full of my gas. Man, please.
All right, guys. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and end this episode tonight. I actually have a lot of work to do tonight.
Y'all see how he do?
I got work to do tonight, so I'm got to go. But we thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of The Wind Up. Make sure that you like this video, share this video. It will be posted on YouTube. So even though you were present, even though you were here, and we thank you, still go on YouTube, like it, comment, say a little something or whatever the case may be, so we can get our views back up. We love you guys. We appreciate you. And remember, you are good enough. You are good enough to accomplish any and everything you put your mind to. Trey.
Also remember to share this on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your Jack, your Tinder, your LinkedIn if you want to.
Your OnlyFans, your Connect Pal. Share it on all of these things.
Just give that blessing, because it's free to promote. It's free to retweet. It's free to repost. You ain't getting charged a damn thing.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.